All right, everyone, we have Adam Wainwright here for Postgame. Can you guys hear us okay? Good. Here's the first question for Adam. Jeff Jones?
Adam, are the spring matchups here with Jose Altuve developing into like a serious rivalry that's going to build up kind of through the season here? Is that the move?
He's a great hitter. He's a tough out. I told him again that he's got two good ones, two that count, and two cheapies. The first one, a triple off the wall, and is just a wind-blown hit, and then he hit a really good one, the left field double. And then the first one today that he hit, little doinker just past the second baseman. I said, "Are you serious?" He started laughing. And then he got me. You should never, this is a good lesson. You should never assume that he's just gonna take a pitch. He's always ready to hit. And I just kind of flipped him one in there.
Is the sort of the unusual schedule you guys have this spring, does this create like a different level of preparation for spring games, given the frequency of these matchups and the adjusting that has to happen there? I mean, obviously you're working on things, whatever, for the season, but I would think that usually in spring, there's not nearly as much game-to-game adjustment to face the same guys over and over again.
You must be forgetting about my spring training last year when I faced the Mets 4 straight times. But it usually doesn't work out like that. I mean, I actually have really enjoyed this. And I told Yachty before the game, normally when I face somebody 2 or 3 times in a row, it's like, golly, they've seen everything I've got now. Well, I've added a couple of wrinkles to my repertoire. So going into today, I said, Yachty, they don't know what in the world's coming. I like this. This is fun, and so it was a good opportunity for me to show my stuff again to a lot of the same hitters, really quality big leagues, superstar type players, and see what their reactions are, see their adjustments, and see, it's a good thing for me to learn too. Sometimes you don't have to overthink things. It's all about execution.
Garrett Gould?
Hey, Adam, I wondered how many times in your career you've dreamed of this moment of being in a National League lineup as a hitter facing a lineup with a DH.
Every time we've ever been in an American League game. and then watching Madison Bumgarner get to hit, they put him in there. He hit for himself that one game and hit a double. I was so jealous. But, the first at bat was very tough. It was kind of a weird shadows out there, and I had not seen a real at bat in over a year. It was super tough. And I saw his fastball really well, and then I told the guys were laughing at me because I swung maybe top 5 worst swings in my career. The first I swung at, and I told the guys, the first 2 pitches I saw the ball well, and I was thinking, all right, just hit the ball hard, hit it hard, hit it hard. And then it's a good lesson for any youngster out there reading this. I changed it to hit it far, hit it far, hit it far, and all of a sudden you saw what happened. So got to stay within your approach. Got to stay locked in, and don't get too far ahead of yourself. It's not like big league pitchers are going to give me cookies down the middle to hit. So the second at bat, I did better though.
It was we did remark in the press box that it looked like a golfer who was trying to hide his club as you put the bat on your back.
Funny, Carpenter said the exact same thing. Yeah.
On a serious note, how do you think that's going to play out for pitchers? A year and a half without hitting almost. Some of these guys don't put into it like they do. I mean, do you think that's going to be a factor here in April more so than usual years, or May? Could it be a factor?
We'll see. Hopefully guys are taking it seriously. It matters. It's very important. There's a lot of different ways you can help your team win a game by coming through offensively for your team, getting a bunt down or getting a runner over or getting a clutch base hit. Those things are win 2 to 3 ball games a year. I'm convinced of it. Somebody told me that. I think Dave Duncan told me that long ago, and it's absolutely true. In 17, I don't know if I would have won any games if I hadn't been a hitter. So I think it's important, just to have an at bat where you can grind a pitcher, work him 4 or 5 pitches, you're fouling off pitches, you're seeing things, you're moving a runner, you're adding, not just getting out on the first pitch every time, but you're not striking out on 3 pitches. you're adding a little something there that to make him think he can't just flip it down the middle. That there's something there that mentally can wear a pitcher down a little bit more. And there's nothing more devastating than giving up a huge hit to a pitcher. You can really swing a psyche. You know, you can really change the course of a ball game by doing that.
Rob Raines?
I know there's nothing that a pitcher likes more than, having a lead when they actually go to the mound for the first time. What do you think the top of this offense is capable of doing, more like it did tonight?
Yeah, Nolan wasn't even in. I mean, our lineup is it's amazing when you add a player and you get Carp's looking really good. I know that the numbers don't show it, but he's had, I don't know, 4 or 5 flyouts to the warning track. The other day in St. Lucie, he hit a ball to the track straight into the wind. He hit one off the wall straight into the wind. He had a couple balls today. He had a ball today to the warning track in dead center. You know, getting his bat in there, seeing what Tommy Edmonds doing is really exciting. And that's not even counting what Paul Goldschmidt's been doing lately. So, and Yachty's been hitting the ball well. Paul DeYoung's coming around. We have a pretty dynamic lineup when guys get going. I'm hoping that Nolan, he brings over that infectious hitting that Colorado can get over there in Denver sometimes, where it just, the wheels just don't stop turning real easy. So get that downhill feeling with our lineup. We're going to be in good shape.
Ben Fred?
Adam, you mentioned what it can do to a psyche of a pitcher when they give up a hit to a pitcher. I'm curious, with Edmund going 3 for 3, with singles up the middle and every time he's up, what does it mean when you, not personally, but a pitcher gives up a hit on the first pitch of the game or first or second pitch and that leadoff guy gets on? I mean, is there an element to that can swing a game even?
Yeah, as you go into a game with a game plan, and it never entails the first guy getting on base. It's always executing, and this is what he's going to do, and this is what he's going to do. And all of a sudden, you find yourself in the stretch right away. That can complicate a lot of things. Especially, what's good to see with Tommy is him beat the shift twice. That was really important. All it takes is a couple times, and teams will stop shifting, and then all of a sudden, the field's a lot bigger for you to hit it into. So, I like to see that as his teammate. I love to see him beat the shift like that.
Any last questions for Adam?
Thanks, Adam.
See you guys.